If you haven't checked out our previous episode 9, 10 and 11 reviews, make sure to check it out, but onwards to the episode 12 review.
What's going on, guys? This is Shady of Lightning back with Digimon Adventure Tri episode 12 Confessions review. What an episode, guys. Seriously, just what an episode. This episode was just packed with high pulsating action. But before I get to the little details, let me give you a quick overview on what happened in this episode. This episode starts off with distortions of space appearing throughout their city. And of course, Izzy and Maki are the ones who notice what's going on. But as those distortions of space portals are appearing, we see our old friend Meicoomon. Tai sends out a text to the rest of the Digidestined, including Meiko, that Meicoomon has appeared, and thus the battle between the partner Digimon and Meicoomon begins. And honestly, how strong is Meicoomon? Seriously, Meicoomon was dancing around Greymon and Ikakumon, just dodging their attacks, making them look like complete fools. But shit only gets worse for everyone as Meicoomon digivolves, having this weird purple glow around her body, as well as armor appearing throughout her claws. But the interesting thing is, Meicoomon only digivolved when she heard Meiko's voice. Before that, throughout the entire fight, prior to this moment, Meicoomon never showed any signs of digivolving, so I guess there may be a connection between Meiko and Meicoomon that is unlike any other human partner Digimon. But watching Meicoomon in this episode really did remind me of Diaboromon in our war game. The way she gracefully dodges all their attacks, the way she holds off 4 or 5 of them in one go, with even Angamon and Angawoman attacking her, she's still holding them all off. But the cracks begin to show with Angamon. Hell, even when Patamon was digivolving, did you guys notice the music he had? He had this booming sound in the background, which is practically telling us, the viewers, that Angamon is in danger and he possibly will inflict even more carnage throughout this battle. Throughout this entire movie, we have been getting revelation after revelation with information such as the reboot, the quantum sea, even the revelations of the partner Digimon slowly being infected. But I think Izzy revealed possibly the most important revelation of them all, with him basically saying all the problems with the infected Digimon and distortions of space all started occurring when Meiko and Meicoomon arrived in Tokyo, and he also suggested that Meicoomon possibly wasn't infected at all. In fact, she was the cause of the infection, which is something we have alluded to in our previous episode reviews. But as the episode goes by, slowly all the Digimon start getting infected and unleash total chaos and carnage on each other. But one little thing that has been bothering me throughout this entire episode is that why haven't the partner Digimon digivolved into their Mega forms to battle Meicoomon? We have already seen at least 4 of them that could digivolve into Mega, so why didn't they? They didn't even digivolve into their ultimate forms. The only one who did was Greymon, who digivolved into Metal Greymon. But that was just it. They did the same thing in the first movie against Alphamon of all people, where majority of the partner Digimon just stayed in the champion form and nothing else. And we can clearly see in this movie that Meicoomon is not a joke. She's a type of foe where you have to go all out from the start, and they just haven't done that, which is why their episode ends the way it ends. But before we get to that part, there is a small matter of the digital reboot. If you guys notice carefully, there is a shot of Maki with the timer of the digital reboot in front of her, almost as if she was the one who activated it. What do you guys think? Do you think she activated the reboot? Maki is still a grey character. We still don't know what her intentions are, and she's been lying to everyone in this movie. I feel like she's lying to us, the viewers, as well, when she is saying she doesn't want to burden the Digidestined. We see Izzy making a file or a box in the realm where the partner Digimon are fighting, where you can store their backup data. But honestly, bless Tentomon. He was the only one smart enough to digivolve to Ultimate and then to Mega. But then later we see him saying to Izzy he doesn't want to be the only one safe. He wants to risk his life to help his friends. They all make it out of the dimension and they all snap out of the infection. But then the music stops. The clock goes to 0. The reboot takes away the partner Digimon, with Patamon with a chilling quote, "TK, don't forget me." That was perfection. Absolute perfection. Dimsy, what are your thoughts on this amazing episode?
So let's talk about the actual episode itself, as you've hit home many of the points, but I do want to talk about how this was the episode where full out all action. There was a lot of action, and as you said, Tentomon was the MVP. Tentomon's speech to Izzy personified everything that the Digimon was supposed to be. They're here to be the partners. They are giving advice to the partners. As we mentioned earlier, Angamon was an absolute idiot and a stupid idiot in the last episode, but there is nothing wrong about not knowing something. Izzy, are you scared of being ignorant? And Izzy's whole fear was, I don't want to be ignorant. Oh, if I'm incompetent or if I don't know something, I'm not going to be useful. So Tentomon taught him one final lesson, one little slap on the face, saying that, Izzy, listen, it's okay not to know anything, but you make sure to have fun when you're finding out things. And that was beautifully done. This was the first time we saw a Mega Digivolution in the series so far, as well as Digimon Adventure Tri, where the first time they go Mega, it wasn't an overpowered, hey, I'm here to save the day, as we saw with Rosemon and Meicoomon. This was where he was still getting battered. He still could not handle it. Herculeskabuterimon's heart was not in fighting, it was more to help his friends. And the way he said, Minna, everyone, is this the way you want to be forgotten? It seems that the subconscious was of all the other Digimon. They were aware, but they just couldn't fight the infection, so they could hear it. But that one line, is this the way you want to part ways with everyone, that really struck a chord with not only everyone who's watching the Digidestined, but mainly the Digimon. And it was very, very well done. The music for the first half was very orchestral. It was very, very loud and booming. As you said, Butterfly, normally you see Butterfly all the time every time they digivolve, but it was very, very rare because there was a very booming, very deep, as you said, dun, 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 rendition of the music playing as they digivolve, and the tension, the action, the sense of loss, which subsequently happens to be the title for the next movie. It was so evident, and the way it ended was just perfection. The silence and the way everything just faded away. You see the absolute terror, absolute fear, and the absolute distress in all the faces of the Digidestined. Look at them, how they're all standing there looking at the gate where Herculeskabuterimon pushed everyone back, and they're just looking there, standing there, distressed, lost, confused. Guys, I thought this was the best episode so far. Probably is going to be the best episode in the movie so far, and from all the movies, this was the best. As you said, I want to echo that. I'm annoyed that they never digivolved to their ultimate. However, in their defense, I'm going to propose one thing. What if they knew deep down, because they're infected, if they were to go ultimate, if they were to go Mega, it's going to be far more problematic than it is going to do any benefit, because they know they're fighting the infection. Look what happened with Wargraymon. When Greymon went to Wargraymon, all things went to crap, and that's why Tentomon had to Mega digivolve to Herculeskabuterimon. So in a sense of, it isn't stupidity per se that they never digivolve all the way to Mega straight away. It's more the sense of, hey, we need to limit the damage. It's all about damage limitation right now, and that's probably why. But once again, it was mainly for the storyline perspective. It's for the narrative right there. They don't want to go all the way Mega because they're gonna be overpowered, and at the same time they want to keep most of the Digimon, I'm assuming, constantly on the same level, par Angawoman, because she's an ultimate, and then Meicoomon, who became ultimate. But it was mainly Tentomon. After Tentomon's speech, we needed him to be the main guy, and that's exactly what we thought. Shady, what do you think in general? How impactful was this episode?
It was beautifully done. Normally the partner Digimon are always the happy-go-lucky partners, but this episode really added to their character development, and I really enjoyed it. But anyways, thank you for watching this episode review. There will be one more episode review coming out soon, so stay tuned and care for nothing.